Namaste and how are you all? I hope you all are good. You are at home and taking care of your family. Stay home and stay safe. This is the way we greet people in India. Yes, it has become a practice, it has become a lifestyle, which is definitely proving to be of help these days rather than shaking hands. Friends, today we follow so many rituals knowingly, unknowingly as a part of our lifestyle. We may know the reason behind it, we may not know the reason behind it. But these rituals were somewhere thoughtfully designed for us by our ancestors. Today, I'm going to talk of many such rituals which we follow, and probably we may or may not know the science and the logic behind it. So, let us start. In India, we offer coconut to God. The offering of coconut to God or breaking a coconut in front of God has a significance. Well, of course, the water from the coconut is the purest form of water and rich in minerals for a human being to consume. But apart from it, breaking the coconut in front of God is somewhere related to the human being. This coconut is compared to head of a human being, which is hard from outside and soft inside. Breaking the coconut in front of God is breaking the ego of a person, devoting himself towards the Almighty, bowing in front of Him. Many Indian houses you will see a traditional rangoli or a design made up of white powder is done in the entrance of the house. Well, it is of course a form of decoration and a gesture of welcome to the person who's coming in. There is a thoughtful reason behind it. Earlier, houses were on grounds and there were no buildings as such. There were chances of the creeping animals or snakes or so which can enter the house easily. Well, putting a rangoli which has a granular texture avoids such animals enter the house and it ensures our safety. Conducting a yagya is one of the rituals we follow. Well, yagya is burning the oil or ghee as well as wood into ashes while chanting the god's name or mantras. It is not only that, but it is more of purification of air or creating a positive aura around. We blow conches, ring bells, or play manjiras when we sing bhajans or pray. There is a physics behind blowing of conch or ringing of bells. Yes, it is a scientific study which has proved that blowing of conch, ringing of bell, it creates a sound due to which the aura around the place where it is blown, it is purified. This is a proven method of killing all the viruses or the bacteria in the air. That is the reason Mr. Modi has asked us to blow conch, bang plates, or clap last year to kill the virus. We in India also pray trees like people and tulsi. Well, talking about people tree is a dense tree and it releases heavy amount of oxygen during the day. And that is the reason that women are asked to worship the people tree. And to add to this, the idols are kept below the people tree so that women positively approach there and pray. Well, inhaling the oxygen helps the hormonal balance and easy conceiving in women. At the same time, it is also said that ghosts live on people tree at night. Well, this is a metaphoric language which is used to make people aware of the fact that due to the dense nature of people tree, it exhales large amount of carbon dioxide at night. A person who roams around or sleeps below the people tree may be deprived of oxygen and can even lead to his death. So, to avoid this, it is said that the ghosts reside on people trees at night.
Tulsi plant is the most sacred plant in every Indian house. It has different properties and is taken care of like a family member.
Talking about Tulsi. Tulsi plant is a plant which is worshipped in every house. It is almost like a family member of the house which is worshipped, taken care, and even we have Tulsi weddings at our place. Tulsi plant is not only a immunity booster, it stress buster and enhances longevity antibiotic as well. The science has proved that the basil oil can be used for treatment of cancer, which stops the progression of cancer and improve the survival rate. Tulsi plant is considered sacred. It has a different ability in it to keep the mosquitoes, flies, or insects away as well. We should not forget that Tulsi plant is one of the plant which exhales oxygen even at night. Hence, it is considered to be a very auspicious and a sacred plant every house should have. It also has antidepressant and anti-anxiety properties like any other antidepressant drugs. It helps people to feel more social and less anxious. When we pray God or when we go to temples, mosques or gurudwara, we do not wear shoes. We pray barefoot. The reason is that the temple, mosque, or gurudwara are the holy places and they have lot of positivity in them. In order to get the positive vibrations, it is essential that you walk barefoot. Walking barefoot helps absorbing the positivity easily from such places. When we conduct aartis or we have a puja at our places, we tend to clap. It is quite possible that our physical appearance and our mind are not at one place. Clapping brings that mind to the physical appearance. It combines together to go in front of God when you clap. So, clapping is nothing but calling up your mind to your physical appearance.
Let us not forget there are many acupressure points on our palms, and clapping helps pressing the points at regular intervals.
We use camphor in various pujas. The camphor is burnt out and it doesn't leave anything beside. The reason is the camphor is almost compared to a human being or a human body. It relates to human body as to burning the ego of a person and leaving the fragrance behind about your good deeds. That is the way one should live their life. Navratri, one of the most enjoyed festivals in India. Well, have you observed that Navratri comes when the season changes? It comes once when the summer season starts and once when the winter season starts. Fast during Navratri, and the reason is that when there is a climatic change, our body becomes more vulnerable to fall sick. There are chances of our immunity getting lower and we falling sick. Thus, fasting is the best and intelligent solution to maintain our immunity. It gives rest to our body. Hence, Navratri fasting is nothing but a sixth monthly detoxification of our body. It is the best time for us to grow spiritually as well as physically. This is for today, guys, but there are many more rituals and things that we follow as a lifestyle in India. Even the way we sit, have our food, the way we wear our ornaments, everything is a part of our ritual. If you would like to know more about this, more about the logic behind our rituals, and more about the study or science behind it, do comment and let me know. I would surely like to make more videos on this topic. Our cultures or our ritual is nothing but a very selective and an intelligent way of giving a good lifestyle to us. This was thought somewhere long years back by our ancestors to give us a healthy and a good life. Guys, if you like my video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe the video, and do comment so that I can make some more videos on similar topics sharing the knowledge about our culture. Thank you very much for staying with me till the end of this video. Stay tuned.